Father Walsh, thank you for seeing me.
How can I help, Rosalie?
If God can forgive sins, can he forgive mistakes?
What mistakes, Rosalie?
My marriage vows.
Marriage vows are sacred.
I know that, Father. But my marriage has destroyed everything I ever held sacred. And I want to be free from a world where I never belonged. I have to ask you, Father, will God forgive me?
No one knows what really goes on in a marriage, Rosalie. And I know so little of your world.
You mean the Mafia?
Yes.
When I married Bill, all I knew about life was what the nuns taught me. Our families had been friends since Sicily, and it was preordained that I would marry Bill Bonanno. It was to be the marriage of a prince and a princess, bringing together two powerful New York families. I didn't know that then. All I knew was that I was terrified about a future with a man who I adored, but who I really didn't know.
Rosalie Profaci, you come out of that bathroom right now!
No, I won't. And I am not marrying Bill Bonanno tomorrow, or ever.
Rosalie, you will disgrace our family name.
God doesn't want me to marry him. It wouldn't make me break out in big red blotches.
It's just nerves. You've known the Bonannos since you were a baby. Mrs. Bonanno is your godmother.
Take your bags inside.
All right, thanks a lot.
Welcome to the Astor, Mr. Bonanno.
Yo, Jimmy, we need another porter out here.
Everybody.
Good evening, Mr. Bonanno.
Good evening, George.
I'll take you there tomorrow.
Your messages, Mr. Bonanno.
Thank you, Edward.
Is everything satisfactory, Mr. Bonanno?
Edward. Bonanno is one end over here, two ends over here.
Yes.
All right, I'll check. I'll take that, Mr. Bonanno.
When this wedding is over, I'm going to need a vacation.
Maybe we should go to Europe with Bill and Rosalie on their honeymoon. Keep them company.
Yeah, right.
Don Pepino? Hey, Frank, I gotta talk to you about the limos.
Oh, this better be good.
I don't know.
Yeah, 62. Confirmed.
You got a minute, Mr. D?
Yeah, sure.
I gotta talk to you about these.
Salvatore, you take care of this, huh?
Oh, good.
Hey, you look beautiful.
So, you gonna show us around this town or what?
Every damn block.
But not until I win some of my money back.
Oh, roll.
It's mine. Let's go.
Roll it out, Vito.
The Pope sends his personal blessings.
Now all we need is Joe DiMaggio's blessings and we're set.
That is most kind of His Holiness. You see if you can get him on the phone. I'd like to thank him personally.
Of course. Joe Profaci is here.
Ah, Pompito. Welcome. Grazie.
So, Bill, are you ready to marry my niece?
I'm very ready, Uncle Joe.
Yeah, Salvatore is a very lucky man. He not only gets to marry for love, he gets to marry for honor.
Oh. What are you, crazy? You can't put Anastasia next to Genovese. The hell you trying to do, start a war?
We'll put the senator at Anastasia's table. I think they will enjoy each other's company.
I bet the Justice Department would love to get their hands on this list.
Nah, the Justice Department is too busy looking for communists to worry about a bunch of simple Sicilians. Disgraziado.
I often yearned for the days when we bootlegged molasses and whiskey in from Canada.
The simple times.
Now with Genovese and the other families pressing to get involved in narcotics, our world is changing, Pepino.
Well, it is not a world in which I intend to remain.
And what will you do?
In 2 years' time, Bill will finish his legal training in Arizona. The Bonanno family will retire from its interests in New York. And my son will manage our legitimate businesses in the West from Tucson. Cattle, cotton, real estate.
Peppino, will you be satisfied sitting back and playing with your grandchildren?
30 years is a long time to survive the volcano.
Excuse me, Dad.
I've got Mrs. Profaci on the phone. Rosalie is hysterical.
Mr. Chess.
You go. Father Rossetti will handle this.
All right.
Excuse me. I have the Pontiff on the phone.
Father Rossetti, nice to see you.
So Rosalie locks herself in the bathroom.
Thanks
My
for
mother's
coming.
pounding on the door.
She's upstairs in the bathroom.
Now the priest is here. What a scream!
Hang up, Annie.
Oh, don't be such a killjoy, Sal.
Right this way, Father.
Are you there, Vera? So anyway.
Oh, thank God you're here, Father.
Where is she?
Please.
Rosalie, it's Father Rossetti. Please come out, child.
Yours will be the union of two influential families.
What do you mean, influential? When my father was alive, he owned a shoe factory. My Uncle Joe sells olive oil.
Is that all you know about your father and your uncle?
What else is there to know?
Rosalie, this wedding must happen.
You make it sound like he's a king.
He is indeed a man amongst men in his world. And you must not disappoint him.
Come on, Ben. What's the matter with you? Your last night of freedom, you want to go spend it with your bride?
I'll only be a second.
You believe this? Forget about him. What are you going to do? He's getting married.
Rosalie, excuse me, Father. Bill is here.
Ro,
You shouldn't be here. It's bad luck.
are you okay?
No, I'm a mess.
I came here to tell you how much I love you and how important this marriage is to me.
I love you too. All I know about marriage is what the nuns taught me. I'm afraid I'm going to disappoint you.
Ro, take my hand. Listen to me. I love you. We are going to have a wonderful life in the West. I'm going to be the best lawyer in Arizona and make you very proud. We're going to have lots of fat babies and live happily ever after.
I have to ask you one last thing.
What?
I believe that sex before marriage is a sin. A mortal sin. And as much as I love you, I could never marry a man who had committed such a sin. Have you...
Ro, I have dated some girls, sure, but I have never felt about any girl the way I feel about you.
Then you are chaste.
Danny, just one more shot.
Miss, Cubans to the table.
That girl you're marrying? Rosalie Profaci?
Yeah.
Lucky.
Very lucky.
Keep it.
Not as lucky as the girl who gets me.
You'll like this for me, will you, baby? Just looking at you makes my hand shake. Thanks, babe. You do that real well. Wait a minute. What about my cigar?
Hey, go get yours. Check.
I say I was taking care of a sick friend. And then she asked me, well, what's the sick friend's name? I say, well, I don't know. She was too sick to tell me.
You got a confession for that one.
I already confessed. And 8 million Hail Marys and assignment to a leper colony.
I spoke to my dad about the nightclub. He said okay.
Bill, that's terrific. No, I promise you it's going to be the best club in Arizona. I promise you that. Well, if it isn't the college boy back in town.
What's he?
Society pages are full of Bonanos and Profaccis. And there's going to be 3,000 people at your wedding.
Yeah, we got a few people coming.
My old man was kind of miffed they didn't receive an invitation.
Your old man stole money from my family. He should be satisfied he's still alive.
I didn't think you were privy to family business, college boy. I thought you only knew about penny raids and horse manure. Barco! Hey!
Don't you ever approach me or any member of my family again. Capiche?
Flowers and candlelight evenings. Oremus, Deus qui ineffable, providentia sanctus angelus tuus. Salvatore, do you take Rosalie for your lawful wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
Rosalie, do you take Salvatore for your lawful husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join Joseph Bonanno in toasting the newlyweds, Bill and Rosalie.
Ever since Salvatore and Rosalie were little children, it was my hope and the hope of her father that this marriage would take place. That Rosalie, the joy of his life, and Salvatore Bonanno, my son, would carry our tradition into the future generation. Alla famiglia!
May our marriage honor the names Profacci and Bonanno, as you have honored us today. Alla familia.
Let's pay our respects to the judge, eh? Excuse me. Excuse us.
You are a beautiful bride, Rosalie. I only wish your father were alive to see you today.
I imagine him by your side, walking down the aisle.
I felt him there too. Just like I always imagined when I was a little girl. I hope Bill and I find the kind of happiness that you and Papa had.
You will.
I'm flattered, Your Honor. I never thought about a summer clerkship.
It's yours if you want it, Bill.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
This is how I began my career.
Congressman, how was your fishing trip?
Caught a 600-pounder off Kona. Really a beautiful.
Bill, I love you, nephew. I wish you health, wealth, happiness.
I love you too, Uncle Frank. Oh, my God, son.
My son, Salvatore, may he understand that power comes from self-control, that true strength comes from a clear conscience, and that true wealth comes from family and friends. Salute.
Grazie, Papa.
Salute.
I wonder if I'll ever be as close to Bill as he is to his father.
Come on, wait.
Good night. Congratulations.
Vito.
I just want to play you and Rosalie a little song.
Time to go. Close the door.
My cheeks are so raw from all that kissing.
My hand is numb.
I'm gonna go change.
Take your time.
Just a minute. Who is it?
It's Uncle Frank.
What?
You forgot your wedding blessings. It's heavy.
Thanks.
Where's Rosalie?
Changing.
Oh, Bill, listen now. You need any advice?
No. Get out of here.
What's this?
Tribute. Must be $100,000 here.
Maybe we should find a bank.
A bank? It's Saturday night. It's our wedding night.
I don't know if I'll be able to sleep with all this money in the room.
You're not gonna be able to sleep anyway.
We went to Paris and Rome. It was the perfect honeymoon. Our last stop was Sicily. I'll never forget it. Have you ever been to Sicily, Father?
Yes, just before I went into the seminary. Nothing has changed there for hundreds of years.
When we got off the plane in Palermo, the townspeople were there to greet us. Oh, they're beautiful. And there was a caravan of cars waiting to take us to Castellamare del Golfo, the town where Bill's father was born. It was like we were royalty. They were so excited. The mayor gave a speech saying that our trip was regarded as an event of historic proportions because Bill was the son of Joseph Bonanno. The caravan stopped so that Bill could put his feet in the sea where his ancestors had fished. We went to the cemetery to visit the grave of his grandfather, for whom Bill was named. He was very moved.
So many Sundays at my father's table, I'd hear the men speak of this town. Smell the air? It's like nothing you'll ever feel. Hey, kiss me. I love you.
I love you too.
What is it?
There's a man outside with a gun.
Perché da camicia non sabato c'è freddo fuori.
Sì, grazie.
Mi dispiace non sabato, ma non ti stai stare vicino alla signora.
Che sei troppo vicino. Sta sotto a terrazza.
Non lo facevi per fare scantare il signor Rosalia. Scusa.
Tante grazie, Vincenzo.
Mi dispiace.
Thank you, buonanotte.
Who was he? What was he doing here?
That was Sal. He's been with us since we got to Sicily. He's for protection.
Protection? Who is he protecting?
Us.
Us? Why?
Rosalie, when you were growing up, didn't you see a lot of men with guns in your father's home? Or at your Uncle Joe's?
Bill, I was at convent school since I was 6. No, I never saw men with guns. Why would there be men with guns?
Because you're a Profaci. I'm Bonanno. Our families live in a world where men with guns are sometimes necessary.
I have no idea what you're talking about. My father was a sweet man. He owned a shoe factory. He owned real estate.
Let's you and me have a nice talk. 700 years ago, when the French occupied Sicily, a beautiful young girl was dragged into a church and raped by a French soldier. Her mother ran through the streets screaming, Mafia, Mafia, my daughter, my daughter. The girl's fiancé caught the French soldier and stuck a dagger in his heart. But the mother's cry, Mafia, became the cry that united the Sicilians as they purged the French from their land.
What does that have to do with our fathers?
Our fathers came from this tradition. Its allegiance is to the clan, to family, to blood above all else. When Sicilians came to America, they wanted nothing more than social acceptance and respectability. But they were greeted as wops, guineas, grease balls. There was no opportunity. So families did the best they could. Bootlegging, gambling, rackets.
What are you saying? That our people are criminals? Gangsters?
Not criminals, but outlaws, outside the law. Our people have done and are continuing to do what has to be done in order to survive.
The Profacis have never...
Your Uncle Joe and my father are godfathers of 2 of the 5 families in New York, including Anastasia, Genovese, and Lucchese. They command thousands of soldiers.
No, that's not true. I don't believe you. I won't believe you. For the rest of the honeymoon, Bill tried to make me understand where I came from, who I was. I promised him that I would try to learn. When we got back, we moved into our first home in Tucson.
Well, what do you think?
It's beautiful.
Isn't it lovely? Come here. Here, your handcuffed front door, your entryway checker. Nice, huh? And here we go around to the live-in G room. Yes, this room is for you. Yes. Yes.
It was the beginning of our marriage. We were very happy together. Bill studied hard while I tried to make a real home for us, which he loved to show off to his new law school friends.
That's down at the lot.
General, by definition, general in charge.
Yeah, but
Delicious, Rosalind. What do you call it?
Italian bread, you know, pasta, garlic, olive oil.
Rosalie can make cactus taste great.
So what do you do when you aren't in the kitchen, Rosalie?
Well, I've taken some classes in dress designing.
That's it?
Excuse me.
What did I say?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Hey, look at me. What's wrong?
Is it so bad that all I want are children and my own home?
Of course not.
I'm not ready.
You know, I'll never be able to smoke cigarettes and talk like Cynthia does. You should pick somebody like her.
Really? I picked the right woman.
In the upstate New York village of Appalachian, police raided a gathering of nearly 70 delegates, what authorities are calling a Mafia summit.
Pipe down, I want to hear this.
Joseph Barbara. Members of crime families from all over the country were held for questioning by New York State Police, including John Montana of the Magadino family of Buffalo and the Idas of Philadelphia. Representatives from the New York City families included the Lucchese family, the Genovese family, the Gambino family, and the Profaci family, as well as families from Kansas City, Los Angeles, and New Orleans.
I never packed for a man before.
Okay, don't believe anything you see in the papers, and if anybody asks you any questions at all, you don't know anything.
What if somebody calls or stops by?
I'm in New York. I'm on a business trip. Definitely be cash. There you go.
Bill, tell me what's happening. I'm your wife.
And as my wife, you've got to learn to stop asking questions. Your job is to trust me and to do what's necessary. Do you understand?
This meeting in Appalachian would never have taken place if I'd been in the country.
So stupid. What, they think they wouldn't be noticed? A parade of limos drives through town, so the state troopers think the president has arrived.
What was everybody doing there so soon after the last commission meeting?
Some of the families have been getting involved in narcotics, so they wanted to squelch your father's opposition while he was gone.
Men of honor do not get involved in narcotics. Narcotics pollutes the soul, destroys the fabric of society.
The peace is coming to an end.
And with it, family traditions. Values are being corroded by greed. And the press will over-sensationalize our world. Publicity maims and destroys. The Justice Department will come after us the way they went after the so-called communist threat. And the members of the commission are asking for my retirement.
Ukazing Gambino want to force you out so they can take over.
A father cannot leave without bequeathing peace to the family. If I were to leave under these circumstances, they would destroy everything I spent my life in building. And that will never be.
This is where I courted your mother. We had to postpone the wedding for 1 year because of the Castelmaresi wars. For 2 years, we lived like soldiers, always on the move, waiting to fight or to die. We had to worry about Masseria and his family trying to extort money from us. We had to worry about the police. Now that was a bakery. It belonged to Rosalie's grandfather, and they would sneak bread up to our hideaway. And here is where the family made me the father at the age of 26. For 30 years, there has been peace amongst the families. But now, I'm afraid everything is lost.
It won't be lost without a fight.
I raised you for peace.
Dad, I'm not letting you go through this alone. I can handle all our business interests.
I want you to go back to law school.
I'm not going back to law school and listen to some professor drone on about torts and tax laws while everything the Bonanno name stands for is on the line.
Well, I have to stay one step ahead of the subpoena service. If you want to reach me, Uncle Frank will know where I am.
Buona fortuna, Papa. Buona fortuna.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, baby.
Are you okay?
Fine. You?
Yeah, I'm good. I missed you.
Rosalie, our lives may never be the same again.
What do you mean?
I'll be traveling for a while looking after family interests.
But what about college and
It's over.
How can that be?
I said it's over.
So what do we do now?
Don't ask questions. The less you know, the better.
From that moment on, the honeymoon was over. Bill spent most of his time at his new nightclub with his lawyer. Things were tough.
Bill, there's somebody here to see you.
I don't want to see anybody. Bastards! That bank cuts us off just because of some lousy press.
This is Mr. Seaman with the IRS.
And what can I do for you, Mr. Seaman?
I have here a deficiency judgment against Bonanno Enterprises.
Will that be all?
Yes.
You can go now.
What is this about?
It means we've got some serious trouble. First, what they're going to do is tie up your assets so you can't touch anything. We'll have to fight it out in court.
This is ridiculous. We've never had any problems with the IRS.
Bill, you've got to understand what's really going down here. And these IRS agents are part of the federal posse. They'll go to any means to smoke out your father.
I'm fighting Uncle Sam. I'm fighting Uncle Sam.
Are you okay? Do you want some more pasta?
No, thanks.
I went and got my hair done today.
Looks nice.
Got a new dress. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
I got you a present.
I got it.
Hello. I'm on my way.
Where are you going?
There's a problem at the nightclub.
What's wrong?
It doesn't concern you.
Bill, you haven't spent an evening at home in weeks.
I can't help it, Rosalie.
Well, I'm tired of being alone. I'm going to come with you.
No, you're not coming with me. You're not going anywhere. You're staying right here. You understand me?
Did you find it, please?
Are you aware of the owners of the Romulus Club or Mafia?
I don't know about any Mafia. We just came for a couple of drinks. What do you want with us?
We just want to ask a few questions. Now, hey, Bill. Good to see you, buddy.
What do you want, Curtis?
Routine government investigation.
Routine government harassment.
Hey, that's no way to talk to a fellow altar boy. Let's chat.
You want to chat? Who do you think's going to win the World Series, Kurt?
You looking for a wager?
I'm not a gambling man.
I'm willing to bet you know where your father is.
Even if I knew where he was, Kurt, I wouldn't tell you.
We just want his testimony for the record.
You want something for the record? I'll give you something for the record. Get a warrant and get the hell off my property.
You can't fight the government, Bill. The government has unlimited resources. Please, cooperate or
what? Huh? You gonna run me out of Dodge?
I've cried a river over you. I cried a river over you.
Thank you very much. The song stylings of Luis Fiorentino, ladies and gentlemen.
Those feds got everybody shaking out there.
With all this harassment, we're not going to be able to stay open much longer. I've only poured a half a bottle of scotch all evening.
Would you like a drink, Bill?
No, coffee. Bring it to the office, Eric.
Usual, Louise?
Maybe I should start looking for another gig.
What are you talking about? What the hell's the matter with you? Bill's the only one who gave us any kind of a chance after I got out of jail. I love him like a brother.
No, we're just going to hang tough.
$165,327.82. That's how much the IRS claims you owe.
Bastards.
Bill,
Not now, Erica.
your wife's here.
Bro, what are you doing here?
Having a vodka martini with an olive.
I'm taking you home.
I'm not going home. That's what I came to tell you. We don't have a marriage. thing is, I'm not single, so I can't date. I'm not a widow, so I don't have an excuse to be alone. I have no family here. I'm all alone except for you. And I don't have you.
Let's go.
I got a hotel room.
You got a hotel room?
Yeah. With the money I've been saving from groceries.
Why don't we go visit your hotel room together? Nice digs. Take off your clothes.
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Where are you going? Bill, stop.
You're gonna learn to behave yourself.
Behave myself.
That's what I said.
I am not a child. I am your wife.
Yeah, you are my wife. And as my wife, we've got no time for your tantrums. Don't even think about leaving.
Don't you dare leave me here alone.
Good morning. I brought you a present. Well, you said you were tired of being alone.
I didn't mean I was lonely for a puppy.
I figure the dog is better company than I am. I'm sorry, Rosalie. I took it out on you. I love you so much.
What's wrong, baby? What's wrong, baby?
I don't know. So? You think being a daddy will keep you home at night?
I want to be a daddy. I'm going to be a daddy. I'm going to be a daddy. Oh, baby. Oh, God. I'm going to be a daddy. I'm going to be a daddy. Yes, I'm going to be a daddy. Yes. I'm sorry, honey. Really. Oh, God. I'm going to be a daddy. Oh, I'm going to be a daddy.
My daughter is not going to be cloistered away at any convent school. She's going to go places and see things, know everything there is to know about the world.
A sophisticate.
A modern woman with dreams. I'm going to help her make those dreams come true.
And what if it's a boy?
Oh, Louise, if it's a boy, I don't think Bill will give me much to say.
The kid's not even born yet, and you're already spoiling him.
He always says he, but I know it's going to be a she. Yeah.
Careful.
Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
What are you guys doing here?
They kidnapped Joe Pagacci.
When?
Last night. We figured your phone was tapped, so we flew.
Has anybody reached my dad?
He's on the move again. I can't get a hold of him.
What's wrong?
Uncle Joe, they kidnapped him.
Oh, God.
Let's go. I'll be back, honey. I need some place to talk private. She's okay. I trust her completely. Fix some coffee, will you? What is the Profaci family doing?
They're waiting to see what's going to happen.
They're convinced that Lucchese and Gambino won't kill Profaci. That would mean an all-out war.
But they will try to persuade him to remain neutral if they should move against us, our family.
This is an act of aggression. What the Profaci should be doing is going after Lucchese and Gambino with everything they have, knowing full well they have the Bonanno family's support.
This is not our fight.
What do you mean this isn't our fight? The other families drew the line. They picked up a Don. They've broken the code.
It's not that simple.
It is that simple. What's right is right, and you both know that.
Bill, you've never been through a war before. Your father would say that...
I know what my father would say. He'd say, you go to New York. You talk to Lucchese and Gambino's people. You tell them they don't release Profaci immediately. There will be war.
Get some rest, all right?
Get out of here. Hey, Frank, you're gonna need these.
I love you.
Yay, yay.
I wish I could make everything better for you.
It's a strain at home, you know. Rosalie says she wants to understand, but every time I try to explain anything, she gets petrified with fear.
I'll be here for you, no matter how difficult it gets. Whew. Whew. Whew.
Thanks, hon.
Great sandwich. Come on.
So, it says here that if your child is born today, he or she
He?
will be an intelligent and loving person, admired by all.
And if she is born tomorrow?
An axe murderer.
Oh.
I think maybe we should go to the hospital.
The doctor said not until they're 10 minutes apart.
Rosalie, you want a beer?
Don't be stupid, Michael.
Hi, baby.
You look disappointed. It was a girl, huh? Oh, God, a little girl. We'll have a little boy next time.
Ro. The baby.
Looks just like you, I bet. Let me see her.
Ro.
What's wrong?
The baby wasn't strong enough.
Strong enough. For what? We'll have to have her baptized. Will they ever forgive you, Mom?
I'll take care of everything, Rosalie.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Ro! Ro, honey. Come to bed.
God is punishing me.
God is not punishing you. You're punishing you. You're a good woman, Ro. It just happened.
We're in the red on 2 fast food restaurants. The banks are calling in notes on the real estate ventures. Our wholesale food business and warehouse is going down the tubes. We're looking at a major bloodbath here. I spoke to our friends in Washington. They said the IRS won't negotiate on the tax evasion case. They want the press more than the cash.
Harlan, I need your help with something.
What is it, Bill?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Oh, come on, Bill. No, another puppy. Who's this?
This is your son.
Come on, Bill. Where did he come from?
He was an orphan. Yeah.
Do you have a name?
I thought we named him Charles after my grandfather.
We can call him Chuck for short.
Chuck, you're short.
Oh, God. Are you hungry? Huh?
He shouldn't be hungry. He just ate about a half gallon of ice cream and 2 bottles of pop. Here, let me get a picture.
Picture with me. Come here. You want to take a picture with me? Smile.
Okay, ready? Smile, Chuck.
Today we're going to start with basil.
Chucky was the joy of my life. But for the next 3 years, Bill continued to be besieged with problems that he never talked about at home. Things were okay between us, but there was a remoteness that I learned to live with.
What makes this omelet unique and truly special is the blue cheese. You've all had hundreds of omelets, but you've never had one with this much zest.
Zest, yes. Now, have your pencil in hand, because this is what we're going to be using today for our omelet.
I'm all set.
Of course, we'll start with 8 eggs, and you'll also need a 10-inch omelet pan.
I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you.
No. What's the occasion?
You hungry?
Sure.
Why don't you open up a nice bottle of Chianti?
Where's Chucky?
Asleep.
To you.
I know how you feel, honey. Believe me, I know.
I want to find out who she is. Do you have any idea?
I have a hunch.
May I come in?
Tom, stack those trays. Don't forget to clean underneath, all right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. There's plenty of work for everybody.
It's Erica. Rosalie's over at her place.
Rosalie, what the hell are you doing here?
How could you do this? Tell it's over between you two, Bill. Tell her you want to be with me.
Don't you dare tell my husband what to say to me.
Both of you, shut up!
Who's watching Chucky?
Louise,
Go home to your son.
how could you do this to me? How could you?
Go now!
Fine. You stay here with her, I don't care. You just stay away from me.
What did you tell her? Damn it, what did you tell her?
That I love you.
I'll talk to you later.
Bill, you're gonna have to make a choice.
It's not that simple.
Why can't we be together? Why can't you leave her? You'll never find a woman who accepts you the way I do.
Rosalie and I took vows.
I know a lot about you.
Are you threatening me?
No. No, I would never do anything like that.
What are you talking about?
I just love you. I just want to be with you. I don't want to... I don't...
Rosalie! Yo.
Oh my God, Rosalie.
Breathe, that's good, that's good. Come on, let's go. Get it down there, breathe. Swallow.
Do we know how many sleeping pills she's
Good. I'm sorry, you can't come in here.
She's my wife.
She's our patient, now you have to go.
Rosalie.
Come on, we can
have
help
to
her,
pump
but
her
you have
stomach.
to leave.
Dr. Martin to intensive care, please. Dr.
Excuse me.
Yes?
We heard a report that Joe Bonanno's daughter-in-law tried to commit suicide.
Sir, I can't do that.
Bill, go straight to a job! Who told you she was here? Who told you she was here? I ask you a question. Who told you she was here?
It's standard procedure. A hospital has to report it to the police when a suicide attempt has been made.
There one next to it! You want a picture? You want a picture? Then you want a picture? I'll give you.
Hey, that's a $200 camera!
$200? One. Two. Buy yourself some film. Hi. I'm sorry.
I'm pregnant.
Are you sure?
The doctor confirmed it.
I want to start all over. I'm going to make it better.
You broke a commandment.
Rosalie, this is the only way. You gotta help me. Erica knows a lot about my life. Things I couldn't share with you.
You never even tried to tell me.
I tried. You didn't want to listen.
Do you love her?
I am moving her out of the country. But up until those arrangements are completed, we've got to keep her calm. I want you to tell her something.
Bill and I are getting a divorce. He's in love with you.
I'll take care of him. I'm sorry that it happened this way.
I am too. I want to go visit my mother in Brooklyn.
Okay. Dad. God, it's good to see you.
Sit down, Bill.
You shouldn't be here. It's dangerous.
Considering the circumstances, I had to face you, despite the risk.
I can explain this, Dad.
Was it an attempted suicide?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
If it was, it would prove that she's weak. You could never rely on her again.
It was an accident.
Now tell me about this Erica woman.
You know, things have been difficult since you've been on the move. I mean, Rosalie does not understand what I'm going through. She's afraid.
Huh?
She's embarrassed by the trouble the family's having, the publicity. Erica had a sense of humor. She made me feel good. You know what I mean?
A wife must be protected from scandal. If this were the old country, one of the Profaci men would be honor-bound to kill you. But your Profaci is an ally, is grateful to us in helping to secure his release from the kidnappers.
Papa, this would never have happened if I...
If what? If what? If you finish school? Become a lawyer? If we hadn't been targeted by the Justice Department? Well, I tell you, my son, things will get worse with the government and with the other families. Now, you want out?
I've made my choice.
Well, if you are going to be with me, you do so with dignity and honor.
I will.
You give Rosalie a chance to recuperate. Then you go to her and you make things right.
Where are you going?
It's better if you do not know.
Papa. I won't disappoint you again. I promise.
I was just trying to get some sleep. I would never commit such a terrible sin.
I know, Rosalie. I know you.
The nuns told us that if we loved God and followed His commandments, we would be blessed. They said that if we kept ourselves pure for our husbands, we would have full, happy lives. Well, I don't understand. I did everything they told me to do. So what do I do now?
What can you do? He's your husband.
So what? That means that he can mistreat me? Have another woman? Is that part of the tradition? That the women have no dignity, no respect? You should have told me it was going to be like this.
How could I know there would be war, trouble with the government? We raised you for peace. La bella vita.
You didn't raise me. You sent me off to live with the nuns when I was 6 years old. You never told me anything.
Rosalie. Not all Sicilian men treat their wives the way Bill treated you. The Profaci men, Mr. Bonanno, they always treated their wives with dignity and respect. It's just that Bill
can go to hell.
Shh. Rosalie, so much of life is fate. A Sicilian woman is like a dog. Sometimes you get a good master. Sometimes a bad one. But no matter what, your husband is your husband. La forza del destino.
Well, I can promise you, Mama, it won't always be like this.
Ciao.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Benvenuto.
Hello, everybody. Mom. For you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Annie. Sal.
Jackie!
Oh, where's your mom?
Thank you.
How are you?
Fine. You?
Okay. Let's walk. So what do we have to do to save this family?
I want to forget Arizona. I want to start over here in New York. Uncle Joe said we could stay as long as we wanted to.
Okay.
You know, I always believed that you could do anything you wanted to do. Be somebody that the kids and I, the whole world could admire and respect. Don't throw it away, Bill.
As long as the Justice Department decides the so-called Mafia is public enemy #1, it's going to be tough handing out resumes. I mean, where can I go with the name Bonanno and expect to get a job?
Bill, you take a ride with me?
Oh, no. Mi raccomando a voi altri, aspettate dentro casa che torniamo presto.
What's this?
This is my kidnapping. I'm not taking any chances.
Oh, si scopette della casa.
Sì.
Mettili in hall closet. Ehi, ha sentito che stai facendo con gli occhietti?
Sta malato.
Non posso muovere questo tronco, questo sacciato.
So level with me, what's going down?
Everything all right?
It's set. Hello, Bill.
Hello, Tony.
Okay, go ahead.
You're gonna fill me in?
In time, in time.
No, non posso... Stanche sono sta gente, non possono correre.
Settembre, agosto sì.
Ma sono vecchie.
Uncle Joe, there are men with
I know,
guns.
Rosalie.
What's going on?
Sempre la stessa cosa.
Allora, compari, avete mangiato niente? Tra un'oretta facciamo il pranzo, ho fatto fare spaghetti con le sarde. Adesso parliamo d'affari.
What happened?
The kid shot his gun.
It's his heart.
The pills.
I got him. Are you calling the doctor? All right, it's coming, it's coming. Hold on, Uncle Joe. Hold on. Here we go. Open your mouth. There you go.
Yes, just a moment.
Yes. Get Bill.
How bad is he?
He's not good. He's had a heart attack and he should be in the hospital, but he refuses.
Can we see him?
He wants to see Bill. Alone.
I'm sorry, Bill.
About what?
The man we met today.
Yeah, Tony, what about him?
I was giving him the okay to hit Gambino and Lucchesi. He was a traitor. He told them that I put a contract out on them. And then he saw me with you.
So they think the Bonanos are in on the contract with the Profacis.
Yes. I will take full responsibility. I will tell them you had nothing to do with it.
What if Gambino and Lucchesi don't believe you?
Then you must be wary of the vendetta.
Well, what do you think?
It's nice.
Yeah.
It won't be safer here, right?
We're you guys doing here? What's your problem?
Big problem. He's back at the gun warehouse.
Honey, I gotta go. The guys look after you, okay? Watch Chucky, okay?
Stay close. Yeah. Ready?
¿Cómo está, señor Ivanov?
What happened, Danny?
Me and Vito were at the aqueduct. Vito had a tip on a horse out of Miami. Paid off good, too. And afterwards, in the parking lot, we get in the car. He came out of nowhere, Bill. All I remember is pushing the accelerator to the floor, glass shattering all over the place. And then I looked over at Vito, and he started shooting back, and then it was all over.
Did you see who it was?
One of our people from the 23rd Precinct called a few minutes ago. They found Carlos Zatelli in the parking lot with one of Vito's bullets in his head.
Gambino's men.
Mikey, load the car into one of the trucks and take it to our record yard in Jersey.
Frank, Vito, sure I leave him in the car?
He's got no family. Yeah, leave him.
Yeah. When? I'll get back to you.
What is it?
Two blue cases, guys, were just hit at Tuscany restaurant.
Who gave the order?
Dad. JB, benvenuto.
Hey. Don Pepino.
Yes. So young. Tragedy. Joe Profaci, my friend and ally for 30 years, is dead. The Profaci family is in turmoil. And now, more than ever, Gambino and Lucchese want me dead so that their new order will go unchallenged.
I never thought I'd live to see another war.
Nor did I. But it's here. We must act. For the sake of all of us, I must remain in hiding, because if they kill me, everything the Bonanno family has worked for will be in jeopardy.
Who will lead us in your absence?
Well, we must shift from a peacetime operation to a wartime operation. And Bill, you will be our wartime leader. Gaspar, you the consigliere. And Frank, you the number 2.
Don Pepino, with all due respect, Bill is very young.
It's the young man who will do the fighting. The young who will do the dying. Therefore, it is the young who will lead. Gaspar, Frank, I want you to give Bill the benefit of your wisdom and guidance and the same loyalty you'd show to me.
Don Pepino, in the last war, we all lost so much. I lost 2 brothers. We must stop the killing before it escalates. Please, allow me to arrange a negotiation with the other families in a final attempt to settle our differences peacefully.
Qué bella filia que tiene mamá. And la mamá no compra I love you. Sleep tight.
Close your eyes, little darling of mine, and the angels will sing you to sleep. Oh, the sweetest of dreams you will find.
Here.
I won't need that.
Do me a favor, take it. If anything would have happened to you, I've got to face your father. Can't be too safe anymore.
You ever wish you were back in law school, Salvatore?
And to tell you the truth, I'm no Frank. Law school was a big bore.
Honey, I'm home. What's for dinner?
I've made your favorite. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and corn on the cob.
Sounds great. But no dessert?
Oh, dear. What will I do?
Housewife,
Hey, sis.
your troubles are over. New Brewster's instant pudding.
There's a movie on. I made some popcorn. Don't worry. Bill'll be okay.
I love James Cagney.
Look at it from Gambino and Lucchese's point of view. Drugs are inevitable, and they're more lucrative than all the other operations put together. As long as your father continues to oppose drugs, he poses a long-range threat to the prosperity of all of the families.
What exactly do you want?
With all due respect for the old man, the commission thinks it's time that he retires. Commission wanted to tell him personally, but he's not around.
And what do you offer my father in exchange for his retirement? His operations in New York are worth a great deal.
We offer his health.
My father helped establish the commission. He also made it possible that the families lived in peace and prosperity for 30 years. And now that you want to traffic narcotics, you want him out.
That's it. We would wish him the very best in his Western endeavors.
Let me tell you, gentlemen, something. The Bonanos aren't going anywhere until we are ready to go.
Do you speak for the family?
Yes, I speak for the family. I leave this parlay, as is the custom, in peace. However, in the future, if you wish to avoid hostility, you'll tell your bosses to reconsider their positions.
We'll work it out.
You know, I was taught that if a man smiles and pats you on the back, he's looking for a soft spot to put the knife.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
I'll wait for you outside. I need the air. This place stinks.
Took place outside a Brooklyn restaurant, reportedly left one man dead, and is believed to be part of an escalating war between Mafia families. A police department source told our reporter that the victim was shot at close range. This restaurant, he pointed out, is known locally as a Mafia rendezvous.
Oh my
Just an hour ago, outside this restaurant,
Did they say? No, but I know it. You don't know.
Identified man, his life.
And in other news, First Lieutenant Francis Gary
Eddie.
God.
I'm okay. And he gets a bandage, quick, and a fresh shirt. Rosa, he's okay. It's a clean wound.
Hey, Mike, grab me some clothes. You got it.
The kitchen. Come on.
Bill, where are you going?
Here. You make this money go as far as you can.
Where will you be?
You shouldn't know.
How will I reach you?
You won't. Phones, I'll be tapped, and the feds and reporters will be all over the place. Get on, Uncle Frank.
Daddy!
What's wrong, Chucky?
I had a scary dream.
You had a scary dream? I'm sorry.
Will you stay with me?
I can't. I'm going on a vacation.
Will you bring me a present?
You bet. Well, I'm going. I want you to take care of your mom, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I'll try to be here when the baby comes. I love you.
I love you. Please come back. What could I do? My husband ran off into the night with a bullet wound, and I didn't know if I'd ever see him alive again. I was afraid I'd be alone forever. Part of me wanted to run after him and beg him to come back. And another part of me hoped he'd never come home so I could start my life all over again.
This war is going to be over before it starts. We're going to hit them hard, take out their leaders, totally disrupt their organization.
What do you want me to do with this trade at Digagoya?
I don't worry about it. He's 1,000 miles away by now. Uncle Frank, come on, we got business.
What's the matter with you? Haven't you ever heard that an army travels on its belly? Can't shoot straight on an empty stomach.
I need 20 totally committed men who will die for each other. We're going to operate in 5 squads. 3 shooters, 1 driver each car. Choose from this list. Okay. Let's see.
Eddie, don't carry that list on you in case you get picked up.
All right. Now we're going to have apartments. One in the Village, Queens, Bronx, Staten Island. Cars, we need cars with funny plates, registration, and garages. Do not let me forget garages. Okay. We're going to hit and move in here.
You should be hearing from your dad.
I hope so.
Frank, sauce tastes kind of strange.
Yeah. Metallic. 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 You taste it.
Unbelievable. That's gotta be Mike.
Yeah, I got it. Mikey. So what's the word on the street?
The word on the streets? Rosalie's had a baby boy.
Salud, Kumar. A la familia.
A la familia.
A la familia.
Wait a minute, where are you going?
See my son.
Be careful!
Hey, get out of here.
Mikey.
Sir, you can't be here now. It's 4 a.m. You must leave.
I came to see my boy Joey. Joseph Gregory Banana.
Oh, certainly.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Mike! I got a boy who looks just like me. Joseph is a beauty, man. He's a beauty.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill. How you doing, bud?
Fine, Curtis. You?
Good. Good. I understand cigars are in order. Would you join me outside for a smoke? I heard about the shooting on Troutman Street. Nice piece of work.
What makes you think I was involved in that, Kurt?
Intuition. Same intuition that made me know you'd be here at the hospital, by the way. Congratulations on your kid. You got a name for him?
J. Edgar.
Clever.
How can I help you, Kurt?
I already owe you a lot, Bill.
Why is that, Kurt?
Wow, the minute I told my superiors in Tucson that you and I grew up together, played on the same ball clubs, double dated, served as altar boys.
Yeah, you always did look good in your investments, Curtis.
They transferred my ass right up here to the Big Apple to keep an eye on you. Nice career move, huh?
Cut the crap, Kurt. What do you want?
Your father.
I don't think I heard you right, Kurt.
Mr. Hoover is prepared to make you a deal.
Really?
Mr. Hoover is willing to let you have Brooklyn. You can do whatever you want, as long as you don't leave a lot of bodies lying around. All you have to do is convince your father to come in. Your father's attorneys have been in touch with us. He wants to come in, but we can't seem to come to terms. What do you say, Bill?
First, Mr. Hoover has no jurisdiction over Brooklyn. That's an NYPD matter. Second, Mr. Hoover can take his deal and stick it where the sun don't shine.
Hey! Don't insult the director.
You done with me, Kurt?
Yeah, you can go, but I'm not done with you.
Dearest Rosalie, I'd always dreamed that we would bring our children into the same world we knew, a world of family gatherings, peace, security. Who could see that everything would be turned upside down? I wish I could tell you that it's going to get better. Please don't think of me as your enemy, but your friend who is fighting to preserve our traditions. It's a fight worth waging, even dying for.
All right. Alfredo.
Yeah, Johnny, what?
Next week we take the girls to the Copa.
The Copa? Who's at the Copa?
Sammy Davis Jr.
Sammy Davis. Sammy Davis.
Sweetheart, try a little of this. You know who wishes he was sitting here right now, don't you?
Who's that? Guido. We forgot all about Guido.
Guido, you hungry? I'll save you this. You wish. Girl eats like a cow.
Hey, pal, you got a light?
Banana, do you have any idea where your husband might be?
I have nothing to say.
Give her a break. She just had a baby.
And who are you, sir?
I'm a brother.
Do you know where he is?
I don't know anything.
You've spoken with your husband. Do you think he's in any danger?
Just get out of here. Go away.
What's you, man? You know where your daddy is?
He's on a trip and he's gonna bring me a present.
Jerk.
I want my pockets. I want my daddy.
I know, sweetheart. Come on. It's okay.
Oh, no.
What's wrong, Will?
Nothing. The flu.
Hey, Bill, look who's here.
Let me whack him and let's get out of here.
Nah. Thought you would have disappeared.
If the Bananas wanted to find me, they would find me.
You were a boyhood friend of my father in Sicily. You were best man at his wedding. You're my baptismal godfather, and you ordered me killed. Why?
I was sure you would lead many of our people to needless death.
So you set me up to be shot in the street like a mad dog. Well, your friends in Troutman Street didn't get close enough to burn flesh. Not close like me. Live. Let your treachery and your dishonor eat you like maggots.
Lucky day.
The mysterious disappearance of Joe Bonanno, also known as Joe Bananas,
Bill, wake
came
up.
to an end this morning. Authorities claim they were mystified when Mr. Bonanno surrendered himself to a federal judge this morning at the U.S. courthouse in Foley Square, where a sealed indictment returned by the grand jury was opened by Judge Edmund Sanger.
Mr. Bonanno, you have been charged with obstruction of justice for willfully failing to appear before a federal grand jury investigating the 5 Mafia families in the New York area. Do you understand the charges filed against you?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Would you care to tell the court where you've been, Mr. Bonanno?
Your Honor, the reports that I have filed indicate that my client was kidnapped
on the night in question and has been unable to respond to subpoena until today.
You expect the court to believe that, Mr. Konigsberg?
Your Honor, the government intends to prove that Mr. Banana has shown complete disregard for the processes of the court and the law. We believe that ever since Mr. Banana's disappearance, he has been free and able to come into court at any time, and the only reason he's here now is because of the escalating Mafia war.
With all due respect to Mr. Kramer and to the court, Your Honor, it is the government's burden to prove in trial that Mr. Bonanno willfully refused to appear before the grand jury.
Bail will be set for $150,000. You will inform the federal attorney of your location.
He'll be staying with me, Your Honor. 2314 East Meadow Lane, Garden City.
Noted for the record.
I'll call you later. Hey, Mr. Bonanno. You were going to turn yourself in to us, not the court. You made us look stupid.
Not a tough task, Kurt.
You're probably going to beat this charge. But maybe we'll have better luck in the future with your son.
You give my regards to Mr. Hoover. I have fond memories of him and Charlie Luciano in Florida in the 30s at the racetrack. He may remember me.
Have a good day, Kurt. Why'd you come out of hiding, Dad? They're gonna drag you through the courts.
I stood up to Mussolini when I was a naval cadet in Sicily. I know how to deal with legal oppression.
What about the other families? The danger?
Families will be issued ultimatums. For every one of our soldiers that they kill, they will lose one couple.
You didn't have to come back, Dad. I could have handled this.
You were almost killed because of your loyalty to me. I can do no less for you as my son than you have done for me as your father. From now on, we are together.
Hey, come on! Where are you guys?
Time to go to sleep, huh? Time to go to sleep. Come on, sweetie.
Daddy, Grandpa!
Real.
Hey! Yeah! How's my boy?
Dad!
I'm not an expert, but he's been good.
Rosalie, you look wonderful.
So do you.
I'll explain later. Oh. Hey, Dad. Here's your new grandson, Joseph Gregory Banana.
Regalo de los signori.
Hey, let me give it here. Let me get back to Mom. Road Dad and the guys will be staying with us for a while.
Okay.
Okay, guys, make yourself comfortable.
Good fit.
I know it's been a difficult time, honey.
Difficult time? In a month, you're almost killed. You disappear. I have the baby. And now you show up here with your father who has been missing for years and a bunch of guys with suitcases. Who are they?
Some guys will be staying with us.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that we'll be doing business out of the house for a while.
How long's a while?
Stop with all the questions, will you?
Bill, you can't bring your world into this home.
Let me tell you something. If anything happened to my father, there would be no world.
The streets of Brooklyn turned into a battlefield. And for the next few years, Bill turned our home into an armed camp.
Your home? But what about the danger?
Bill said there was a code, that men didn't kill each other in their homes. But the code, their rules, everything was breaking down. And then a man named Joe Valachi made a deal with the government. And he went on TV and exposed the Mafia to the whole world.
They explained what they meant. Who explained? Maranzana?
Well, he could talk pretty good English, Maranzana. He talked 12 languages. He went on to explain that you live by the gun and by the knife, and you die by the gun and by the knife.
What kind of a ceremony did you go through?
Well, then...
And taking that oath?
Well, then, he gave me a piece of paper. I was supposed to, and burn it.
All right. Now, what else did you do in that ceremony?
Then after that, they got around the table and they threw numbers. Let's say we get a figure about 38.
About 38, all right.
We'll start from you. And let's say you go all around and it comes to,
Senator.
This guy is killing us.
Yeah, he's next.
He is my, what you call, godfather.
In other words, he becomes
my godfather.
For you. Who was chosen? Who became your godfather?
The one who the number came to.
Who?
Joe Bonanno.
Joe Bonanno?
You know this guy?
Now, where is he? Is he on this chart we have here? Is he at the head of one of the families now?
Yeah, he still is.
He's still
So long ago.
Still alive.
Right.
This bastard's gotta die, JP.
Who?
The godfather.
He picks your finger.
He picks your finger with a needle. Makes a little blood come out. In other words, that's to express the blood relation. Supposed to be like brothers.
That's the letting of blood.
That's right.
Here we go. All right, you ready? Here we go. Watch out. Watch out. Hey!
Whoa, you never got close. Okay, the curveball, Frank.
Come on, you little peanut. Come on.
Oh, it's out of the park.
Oh, Jackie! I got it!
Come on!
Yeah. You're gonna grow up to be just like Joe DiMaggio.
I want to grow up to be mafioso.
Where'd you hear that word, Chucky?
In school, some kids call me that. They said it means you're tough.
Yeah? Well, the word is mafioso.
To be mafioso is a tradition with a system of respect and kinship and a code that tells you what is right and what is wrong and allows you to fight your own battles.
Can I be a mafioso someday, Grandpa?
No, never. Come on, it's time for a bath.
Move, quick!
Chucky, get away from there!
Come on, down.
Chucky, get down.
I thought you said we weren't in danger here.
Careful, Uncle Frank.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Kids, they were playing with firecrackers. Do you believe this?
You okay?
Yeah.
Bill and the men would come and go with no warning, sometimes for weeks at a time.
Hello?
And then there were the phone calls summoning me to him any time of the day or night.
Mom, Annie, would you mind watching the kids for a little while?
Yeah, sure. Where are you going?
Out. I'm being followed.
Okay. Here, put this on.
Why?
If you don't know where you're going, nobody's going to be able to force you to tell.
Che ci potremmo fare?
Niente.
Stava arrabbiato.
What's scum trying to find Bill by following you? Just your ride here. Okay, just slow up. And we're in the final stretch here.
Whenever Bill sent for me, it was like an emotional roller coaster. And I was scared. But there was also something exciting about being taken to him in some strange place, where we could share a few private moments away from everything. It was during this time that we conceived our next child. As the months passed, I got bigger. Bill's war got bloodier. Again, I was alone for the birth of our child. We had a beautiful little girl we called Gigi. Bill was determined to be at her christening no matter what.
You would think those guys would have the plates memorized by now. I mean, what are they, stupid?
Vecchio polone burro.
Thanks, Steph. You take this outside? Don't eat them all. Mike says when the war is over, we're going on a honeymoon. You know, we've never been on a honeymoon. How can you stand him being away so much? When Mike and I was first married, he went away to prison for 2 years. I thought I'd die. I missed him so much. After that, this isn't so rough. You get used to it. I don't want to get used to it.
Hey, Stephanie, you having a good time? Yeah. Really? When? How's my lawyer in Tucson? The IRS is reactivating my tax case. I gotta go.
I can't see you here?
No, they're sucking my blood. Look, I'm gonna need a few thousand. I don't want to show expenditures.
Well, I'm kind of short on cash.
Short on cash? Why?
Well, the gambling operations are taking some big hits. The war, legal fees, we're kind of tapped out, Bill.
All right, get a credit card from one of the men. Donati. He owes the family money.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Donati.
You're welcome.
Ready? It's clear.
Let's go.
Come with us, sir. Just come with us.
Come on, all right. Okay. Now, take it easy. Here, man. I'll call you later, Nina.
Watch your head.
Oh, my God, I can't even believe it.
Watch it. Watch my head there. We're busy with you guys. I got rights, you know? Yes, sir. Dígame una tortilla. Want me to hand you a card for you, Mike?
Hello.
Hello, Mike. Are the phone still tapped?
No, the phone's fine. Frankie just had him check it out again.
How are things in Tucson?
We just got a call from the federal attorney's office. They have a sworn statement from Donati saying that I extorted his credit card under threat of violence.
Just don't get it.
Go see Donati. Convince him he's out of line.
Okay. You want to talk to Rosalie?
Just tell her I love her.
Show me some money.
What's wrong, Mike?
Nothing. Everything's fine.
You don't look like everything's fine.
Bill sends his love.
Why do you do what you do for him?
Because I know he'd do the same for me.
No, I don't. Ma che dice, ma va bene. No. Don't hurt me! You don't understand. Then you better make me understand. The government told me they had cases against me, gambling, security. So what? What the hell did they say? They said if I told them Bill extorted my credit card, they would dismiss the charges against me. You lousy bastard. They scared me! Up on those made you!
You go to the feds. You tell them the truth about this credit card business, or I'll see you dead.
So many other families think it's important you stick with your story.
Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Requiem aeternam dona e Domine, et lux perpetua luciade, requiescat in pace. Amen. May his soul and the souls of all the faithful departed, through the mercy of God, rest in peace. Amen.
Able to say, but it's not much.
Shooting's not going to stop until everyone's dead and buried.
Casey and Gambino would like to have a peace parley. They don't like losing so many of their people.
They got no stomach for retaliation.
What do you want me to tell them?
Tell them we'll meet. Only this time I'll make the arrangements.
Mi dispiace, Salvatore.
Mr. Carson, I need a check approval on 4, please.
These apples look pretty good. Special Investigator Curtis Pinger, at your service.
What do you want?
Could we go someplace? Have a cup of coffee? Chat?
About what?
Your future? Your children's future? Rosalie, none of you are safe as long as this war continues. How thick are your walls? Thick enough to stop machine gun fire? How about a well-tossed bomb through your front window? Do you know how much your husband is hated? Do you know how much danger surrounds your children?
Rennie, come to the front, please.
Have you ever killed anybody?
Who have you been talking to?
Federal investigator Curtis T. Pinger.
What did he want?
He wanted me to give him information about you and your father.
And?
And I said no. Nor would I. Have you had people killed?
What I do outside this house, Ro, doesn't concern you.
It concerns this family.
All right. People get killed in war, Rosalie. Just like in World War II. Just because the U.S. government says it's illegal does not make it wrong.
You know what I think? I think you get a big kick out of what you do. You love the action. You love being a big shot. You would have been bored to death being a lawyer. It's much more glamorous to be a hotshot gangster.
What, do you think it's glamorous watching your friends get killed? It's not. It's a nightmare.
War is expensive. We have lost men, depleted our war chests. We're here to determine what it will take to stop the killing.
What will it take, Bill? Some of you have felt that since my father didn't want to get involved in narcotics, he'd become a threat, and therefore he should be neutralized. The irony is, before you attacked us, my father was about to retire to Arizona because he wanted nothing more to do with a world that had abandoned his traditions, a world that puts financial considerations above honor. But you did attack. Now, when you attack a banano...
What are your conditions?
My father will retire because he chooses to do so. Those members of our family who are loyal to our cause, who choose to remain in New York, shall be allowed to do so without threat of interference from any other family.
That's it?
It's always been a matter of honor.
We wish your family good fortune in Arizona. Your father has always proven his courage as a friend and as an enemy.
Buona fortuna, Bill.
Buona fortuna. Buona fortuna.
We've successfully negotiated peace between the families, but before I do legal battle with the government, Dad, I want to move Rosalie and the children to California.
But why?
Because it would make her happy.
Do what you must. But remember, now our business is in Arizona.
The wars were finally over, and we left New York to start a new life in San Jose. My mother had moved there for her health. My sister Annie was going to Stanford.
New beginning.
I had it all planned. Bill would get a 9-to-5 job. I would join the PTA, and we would lead happy, normal lives.
But happiness was fleeting?
Yes. Bill was facing 2 criminal trials. In Arizona for tax evasion, and in New York for credit card fraud. Those cases went on forever. He was always gone. The government was also after his father. But Bill always said everything would be okay.
So is Chucky doing better in school?
Oh, he's doing the best he can. I think Joseph's gonna be our scholar.
Chucky, Joey, Gigi.
Dad!
How are you? Come here.
Yes.
How are you, baby? Okay, you kids, keep your mama a little privacy, okay? Okay. Hey, baby. Hi, Annie. How are you? Good to see you, honey.
You too.
Excuse us. So nice to see everybody.
I didn't expect you.
Yeah, I know. Ro, I've got some bad news. I've been convicted of all charges and sentenced to 5 years. I'll tell the kids.
How are we gonna live? Have you made provisions for us?
Ro, there is no more money.
What do you mean?
The war, the legal fees, for me, my father, our co-defendants, we're bled out.
I've seen hundreds of thousands of dollars pass through your hands.
Gone. The wholesale food business, the cotton, the cheese factories, and all the other businesses. Ro, there is no money. It costs millions. Can your family help us out?
No, this isn't their concern.
Well, then the only answer, honey, is welfare.
How could you even say something like that?
Let the government beat us down. They can damn well support you while I'm away.
I'll get a job. I'll get 2 jobs. Dinner's ready.
You've got to be mother and father to them now.
You are their father.
Don't let them forget that.
I won't.
Who wants ice cream? Kids want some ice cream.
Dad, what's going on?
I'll be leaving here in a few minutes, and I won't be living in the house for a while.
Where are you going?
To prison.
Why do you have to go, Daddy?
I've lived a life that people who make laws don't like.
Was it an accident?
No, baby. It was my choice. I'm not ashamed. And I don't want you kids to be ashamed for me. Oh, honey, come here.
We can go visit Daddy.
And you can write to me.
I'll color some pictures for you, Dad.
That'd be swell, sweetheart. Chuck, look at me. You're the oldest, so I want you to make sure you take care of your mother, all right?
Yes, sir.
Joseph, I want you to do your very, very best in school. And don't pick on your sister, all right?
Is Chuck the boss of me?
He's your older brother.
He's not my father.
No, he's not your father.
You're my father. And if anybody ever says anything bad about you...
Why don't we take a picture?
Come on, guys. Let's take a picture for Mom. Come on. There we go.
Please let me drive you to the airport.
No, we decided to go alone. I'll say goodbye here. You take care of your mother, okay? Don't you forget what I told you, okay? Daddy's girl. Bye, baby. See you real soon. Okay?
Now, Mrs. Resnick, you don't have to pay it all at once. They'll send you a bill every 3 months. And with your subscription renewal, you'll be saving over $12. Oh, well, then perhaps you'd like to try another magazine. Would you please stop that? Come on, isn't it time for a bath? Hello, Mrs. Jenkins. This is Rosalie Bonanno calling about your subscription. Bonanno, that's right.
Ow! Don't pull my hair, Joey! Mommy, Joey pulled my hair.
No, it's nothing.
Mom.
I'll call you back. Thank you.
My daddy came home from jail. Joey, stop hurting me.
Cry, baby, cry, baby.
Joseph, stop it. What happened to your pocket?
Chucky ripped it.
Do not.
Do not.
Stop it. Stop it. This is a school shirt. I can't afford to buy you guys new clothes. Now stop it.
I want my daddy.
You're not the only one.
Now listen to me. I know it's difficult for you with your father gone, but we can't fight. We have to work hard and be good to each other. If we do that, we'll be fine. Do you understand me? There wasn't a moment that I just didn't want to scream to release some of this anger I felt at Bill. Here I had a husband 400 miles away in jail. I had no skills. I had a mortgage payment and only $350 a month from welfare. We were living on food stamps. And when I thought things couldn't get any worse, my son Joseph, who had always been so healthy, developed terrible asthma. Several times I had to bring him to the emergency room, and they pumped him full of medication that made him feel worse. One night at the hospital, an intern gave Joseph a shot that induced an allergic reaction. All I could think about was how I'd lost my first baby. And now I was losing my Joseph. I prayed to God not to take Joseph. I prayed for the chance to be a better mother, to be stronger, to give my children a normal life. Joseph survived, but his allergies continued. I had to take him to see a specialist, and I had to figure out a way to pay for it.
How did you manage?
I worked 3 jobs while my mom watched the kids. I stayed up every night until 11 doing the laundry, vacuuming, figuring out every meal to the morsel, and there were no extras. Most nights I couldn't sleep. Fear had become a terrible habit. So I would find things to do, like sewing Gigi's communion dress. I was determined that Gigi would have the most beautiful communion dress that I could imagine.
And Bill, did you visit?
We made the drive when we could, which wasn't very often. It was difficult for me. In fact, it galled me that he was off in jail getting 3 square meals a day, studying law, writing poetry, contemplating the world, being a regular Renaissance man, while I was trying to figure out the nitty-gritty of supporting a family.
Gigi, no, come on.
Good for you.
Mommy made me a dress for my first communion.
That's wonderful, sweetheart.
honey. Hello, son.
Dad.
I know it must be tough seeing me here in prison, but he's not seeing me at all, doesn't it? Great row.
You've lost some weight.
Yeah, well, they say prison's a great place to lose weight. And your mind. Did you bring those quarters I asked you for? For the vending machine! Yeah! Share, 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 share.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. Cool. Why are you chocolate? Peanuts.
I miss touching you.
Me too. You know, sometimes I think about what the nuns taught us.
What?
That sex was what keeps love in a marriage.
You know, I think maybe that's the only thing the nuns and I agreed on.
I read the article that you wrote for the legal journal.
What, you carried around with you?
Yeah. I'm proud of it.
Did you get the check from the law journal? It's only $100, but it's something.
It's the best $100 you ever gave me.
Is everything okay at home?
Yeah, we're managing. I'm finishing a computer course. I think I'll be able to get a really good job once I finish.
That's terrific. It's important to keep busy.
Well, it's not just a matter of keeping busy. I'm talking about a career.
You know, I've been thinking, when I get out of here, we're going to go on our second honeymoon. Rome, Paris. We're down in every five-star restaurant in Europe.
Please don't talk like that.
Like what?
Grandiose. These things are not important to me, Bill. I just...
What?
I just want to know that when you get out of here, we're going to be partners. That I'm not going to be the little Sicilian wife who does what she's told if she knows what's good for her.
Rose, this is no time to
No,
start
this is the time to talk about it. It's all I think about. I will never be able to live my life knowing my security depends on how much money you have in your pocket. I get a job with the first title company of San Jose. I have my own checking account and a savings account for the children's college. I pay taxes. One day I'm going to have a pension plan. And someday after I retire, I'm going to get a little house where my children and grandchildren can come and visit me. That's what I want, Bill. That's what I'm going to have.
Los Angeles, President Nixon announced that he would visit Peking before May of 1972 in a journey for peace.
Joseph, eat your food. Stop playing with it. And don't forget to take your medicine. Come on, you guys. Come on, go. Brush your teeth. When you're late for school. Come on, go, go.
And to exchange views on questions of concern to the two sides. Reactions to the announcement internationally have been mixed. We'll have...
Now remember to wait for me. I'll pick you up at 3.
So where do you think the banana fortune went?
Maybe they moved it to some cozy bank in Switzerland or Palermo.
Maybe there is no more money.
Maybe they're just pretending to not have any money.
Look, Chuck. Feds.
What did you just do?
Nothing.
Don't you lie to me. Don't you ever lie to me.
He threw a peach at the feds.
Get out, Chuck. I said get out! Clean it.
You won't!
Excuse me.
They put Dad in jail!
Clean it up!
No!
You will show respect for the law. Do you understand me? Neither of my sons will ever have trouble with the law. Now clean it up! I finished my computer course. Now, to a lot of people, it might not seem like such a big deal. But to me, it was like getting a PhD from Caltech.
Mrs. Rosalie Bonanno.
Right, Mom!
Rosalie, all I can think about is giving you a life of companionship, abundance, and love. I have much to make up for, so many wrongs to make right.
Bill humbled in prison. His letters were poetic, reflected change. I began to hope that things might be different for us when he got out of prison. The kids were growing up so fast. Bill did his best to be a good father from prison. He wanted to be a part of their daily lives, and wrote to them faithfully.
Dear Chuck, your mother tells me you repaired the lawnmower and rebuilt the car engine. Maybe you can figure out a way to make these prison bars disappear. Dear Joseph, congratulations on your report card. I hope you enjoy the birthday present I'm sending. So, you're going to your first school dance. I'm sure you'll be the prettiest girl there. But what about this young man who's escorting you? Sean McDougal? What part of Sicily are his parents from exactly?
We're going to be making some changes, Rosalie.
What kind of changes?
Changes?
Kids? Come on, grab your coats.
Why?
We're going out to celebrate.
What's going on?
I got a promotion.
Congratulations, Mom.
Can you believe it? They made me chief title officer.
All right. Where are we going for dinner?
Did you settle for hamburgers, fries, and a gigantic chocolate shake?
The meatless 5 for $1 hamburgers?
Okay. How about steaks?
All right.
Hello?
Ro, it's me.
Bill.
Good news. I made parole.
You did? That's wonderful.
I'll be home Saturday.
Great. I'll see you then.
Bye.
You know, Andy, if it's really fresh, it's supposed to bite. Go ahead, take it inside. Put it in the kitchen. How you doing? How are you?
Hi, how are you? That's made up to Sal's Seafood, right?
Please, Rosalie, allow me.
No, Dad, that's okay.
I insist.
No. No, it's okay. Mama, could you check the chicken, please?
I don't have to check the chicken. My nose tells me the chicken needs another 10 minutes.
Okay. Do you think we have enough salad?
Unless we're invaded by an army of rabbits, we should be fine.
God, I'm nervous.
However nervous you are, Bill is more nervous.
And how do you know that?
Same way I know the chicken isn't done.
Hey. Joey. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Everybody's here.
Danny, how are you? Good to see you. Gino, how you been? Nicky, what's that? How are you? How are you? Good to see you. Tommy, how you been? George. Good to see you.
Ben arrivato. Figlio mio. I welcome my son.
You look very modern.
Thanks. You look good.
Thanks. Where are my boys? What's Mom been feeding you to make you so big? Meatloaf. Meatloaf? Chuck, run down to the market for me and grab us a few steaks.
Oh, no, we've got chicken and shrimp.
So now we'll have steaks too. Hey, it's a party. How often I come home from prison?
A juicy steak and a fine Italian wine was a reoccurring dream while I was in the joint.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't know, Danny.
Listen, me and Gino are doing great with our construction company. If you'd like to come in, handle public relations.
You think about it,
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly fellow, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny.
You look lovely.
Do you like your pajamas?
Yes. Thanks for not getting stripes. It's been a long time since we've slept in the same bed together.
Good night, Bill.
Ro, do you still love me?
Yes, I'm afraid I do.
It'll be better this time, Rosalie. I promise.
No good.
At first, I was very anxious about Bill's return. But he was doing well at his new job at the construction company. And he was just great with the kids.
All right. Oh, Mom, you forgot the
They were very proud of him. So was I.
All right. Here you go. Thanks.
Who's coming to my play tonight?
Everybody.
Yeah, maybe be discovered by Hollywood, become a big star.
Very funny.
Thank you, Mom. Did I tell you that I got the highest grade in my class in my chemistry experiment?
So you're going out with Marie again tonight? She kind of looks like a chemistry experiment.
Very funny, Gigi. Very funny.
What is it?
The IRS.
The IRS wants $344,540 for unpaid taxes?
These bastards won't be satisfied till they've annihilated me.
Bill, forget that. Do we owe this money or not?
Whose side are you on, Ro?
That's not the point.
I'm gonna fight this. I'm not gonna let the jerks beat me down.
The government attached his paychecks. He had served his time, and yet he felt they were still persecuting him for who he was. He felt trapped and angry. But before he could figure out what to do next, it all came crashing down again.
The guy works in your office. How could you not know he was a scam artist?
Telling you, Rosalie, I didn't know.
It says he was using $10 bug spray and charging old folks $2,000 to exterminate bugs. He made over $100,000 and you didn't know?
No.
I don't believe you.
Rosalie, may I see you in my office for a moment? Please, sit down, Rosalie.
Thank you.
Rosalie, as you know, there's recently been a wave of unfortunate publicity about your family.
I hope it hasn't been too embarrassing for the company.
You've been such a wonderful employee, and I personally am very fond of you, but this publicity with your husband...
What are you trying to say, Mr. Vickers?
I've been instructed to tell you that we're going to have to let you go. I'm very sorry, Rosalie. Really, I am.
So am I.
There's Banana! Hey, gone!
People off my property now.
Inside.
I will not back down.
Bill, you're making it worse.
Rosalie, help me with this.
Bill, stop it. Please, just come in the house.
Where are my sons?
They're in the house. Please, come with me. Come. Bill, stop it.
You going to go to jail again, Daddy?
No, baby. Let your mom and I talk alone, okay? I gotta get away. I gotta clear my head.
Where will you go?
I don't know. I'll need cash.
We don't have any money. I lost my job today.
Give me your engagement ring, Rosalie.
My engagement ring? You would pawn my engagement ring?
It'll only be for a little while. It's the only way, honey. I'm sorry.
That was the last time I saw Bill.
Where is your husband now?
I don't know. All I know is that I want to be free, Father.
The last great Mafia marriage.
I have done my time in prison, just as surely as Bill has done his. This can't be a life sentence for me, Father, can it?
Rosalie, as your friend, I understand your dilemma. As a priest, I can only remind you of the Church's position on divorce.
So I'm alone in my decision.
It's between you and God. Pray for an answer. It'll come. Pray for courage, because whatever you decide, you'll need it.
Did you see Betty? Yes, I
did. We can just put that in the bag. What do you think of something like this?
Oh, it's beautiful, Mom.
I think it'd be perfect. Excuse me. Hello?
If you want to divorce me, you tell me to my face, not behind my back.
I don't even know where you are.
There has never been a divorce in our families, ever.
Then this will be the first.
Look, Rosalie, for better or worse, we have been together a lifetime. That's got to count for something. Come down here, if for no other reason, just to say goodbye. Please.
Where are you?
Señora Bonanno?
Yes.
Hi, Miguel. A friend of your husband? I'll take you to muy bonita su familia.
Thank you.
Right this way, Señora Bonanno.
birthday, Rosalie. I'm so glad you came.
Chuck got a great job as a mechanic. Gigi finishes high school in a month. And Joe starts medical school in the fall.
Ro, you've done a great job with those kids. God, I miss them.
Do you think you're going to come back soon?
Well, it all depends. I've never experienced the kind of freedom I have down here. There's no wars, there's no feds, there's no IRS.
It is beautiful here. It's peaceful.
Ro, come live down here. Let's start all over.
Bill, the children...
The children are grown, honey. They can come and visit.
I have a business. We have the house.
You can sell the business or we can give up the house.
I'm not giving up my security. Joseph wants to get married.
Joseph married? He's just a boy.
You were his age when we got married.
Was I? Who's the girl?
His college sweetheart.
Is she Sicilian?
Calabrese.
Close enough. You tell him to set a date. I'll be there.
Bill, the court has charges out against you.
Look, Rosalie, I'm down here alone. My dad is in prison on a bum rap. The world I come from has disappeared. The only thing left is you, me, and the kids. And that's worth risking going to jail for. Come on, let's get wet.
A ver si puedes adivinar el nombre.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
Hungry?
Starving.
I have a call into my lawyer to see what can be worked out with the attorneys if I come back.
I thought you were coming back no matter what.
Well, I'm not till I have some idea what I'm facing, honey.
Can I have some coffee?
I'd like you to stay with me, Rosalie. At least till I can work things out.
And how long will that take?
A few weeks, maybe.
Bill, I've got to get back.
Rosalie, your place is with me.
I'm going this afternoon.
I want you to call your attorney and tell him to withdraw the divorce papers.
You know, it's been a long time since I've been told what to do by you.
Vamos, en una línea.
I only tell you what to do when you don't understand what's best, which you don't.
Bill, I know what's best for me.
¡Se mete, señor! ¡Cuidado, Fede!
Stop it! What are you doing? Stop it!
¡He dicho! Por favor, rápido.
Stop it, please! Don't do this!
¡Vámonos, tiene! ¡Vamos! ¡Dale despacio, hombre! ¡Vamos, vamos, despacio! ¡Ahora, ahora! ¡Alza las patas! ¡Mira, Felipe! ¡Ándale! ¡Silencio! ¡Juan! ¡Pégalo! ¡Juan! ¡Mira, no ven! ¡La puerta! ¡Vamos!
I love you, Rosalie!
They got him.
Christ abundantly blesses your love for each other. He has already consecrated you in baptism, and now he enriches and strengthens you by a special sacrament so that you may assume the duties of marriage in mutual and lasting fidelity. And so in the presence of the church, I ask you to state your intentions. Joseph and Kathleen, have you come here freely and without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage?
Yes.
Will you love and honor each other as husband and wife for the rest of your lives?
Yes.
Since it is your intention to enter into marriage, please stand. Join your right hands and declare your consent before God and his church. Joseph, do you take Kathleen to be your wife? Do you promise to be true to her in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love her and honor her all the days of your life?
Salvatore, do you take Rosalie for your lawful wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
Let us have the rings. And Joseph put the ring in Kathleen's hand. Kathleen, take this ring.
Take this
Rosalie,
ring.
as a sign of my love.
Take this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity.
Rosalie, take this ring as a sign of my love and my fidelity.
Salvatore, take this ring as a sign of my love and my fidelity.
Ego vos conjunio in matrimonio, in nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. You may kiss the bride.
Well, we got his bail reduced from $1 million down to $100,000. But we had to sell the house.
It's rough. It's always been rough. So what are you gonna do, Rosalie? You gonna give him another chance?
Well, it looks like Bill is going to be going to prison again, so...
It's nice that he's out to see his son married.
He's got another son and daughter who will someday be married. Where's he going to be then?
I'm gonna go over and say hello.
Given your father's age, the fact that the government is convinced he'll never give testimony, I think he'll be out of prison in the near future. Actually, Bill, I'm more concerned about the charges you'll be facing.
Look at these spots. I told the hotel staff to inspect all the glasses, all the china, and the silverware before it comes out of the kitchen. Ah, damn. I wish I had my people take care of it.
What people, Bill? Louise. You look radiant as ever.
Louise, I'm so glad you came.
How could I miss Joey's wedding?
So how you doing? Is there anything you need?
No, I'm fine, Bill. Thanks for asking.
You look beautiful. Excuse me, Louise. So did you find it?
I had my guys check out every pawn shop in town, every private jeweler, private collector. No one's got a clue who Rosalie's ring is. I'm sorry, Bill.
It's okay, Danny. You did the best you could.
Ready, Bill.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special call coming in. May we have your attention, please?
Hello, this is Grandfather Bonanno. I'm calling to share this glorious day with you. I cannot be with you because, as you all know, I'm still on vacation. But I am there in spirit. My grandson, you continue to honor your family name. I bless you and your bride and wish you success, happiness, and many beautiful babies. Salute! Salute!
Before we got married, you thought I was too modern for you.
I remember.
Yeah. As it turned out, you were the modern one. You could walk away from our world, and you became an independent woman. Me, I could never leave the world of our fathers. And I paid for it. Hell, I'm still paying for it.
I was going to live happily ever after in the West with my cowboy.
Yeah, we still got time, Rosalie. Hell, I want us dancing at our grandchildren's wedding.
I don't want to be at our grandchild's wedding and have your voice come in over a loudspeaker from prison, like your father.
Don't divorce me while I'm in prison.
Bill, try to understand. All I want out of life is some peace.
If we end this, we stand before God and a judge and we end it together. When I get out, please.
Mom, Dad, the photographer wants us for a family portrait.
Thanks, Gigi.
Oh,
Okay, that's it, Mr. Bonanno. Right in the middle next to Mrs. Bonanno.
Rosalie, you get in the middle.
Closer, everybody, closer. Please get in a little bit closer.
Can't get any closer until the honeymoon.
Everybody smile. Mr. Bonanno, now you smile too.